Alright everyone, welcome back. Another week of CS news, another day, another dollar. Sorry the video was late. I've lost my voice for a little bit. And I have laryngitis. You guys can probably tell, but my voice is just not there. So we're going to try to make this short and simple. But just some news before I get into what happened to the RMR. Something exciting is HLTV awards are up pretty soon. Right after the major, like a month later. But they did just announce the HLTV Hall of Fame. Everyone admitted gets a Rolex. I think 3 to 5 players each year gets admitted, and you can't be an active player, so simple can't be put in. But it's all right. It's all right. Something on the transfer too. Bet Boom's core, Navani and Caron just got benched, and so did Falcons. Madden, Snappy, and Dupree got benched, and so will Simple, probably because he's on loan. Hopefully he'll be back in Navi. We'll see. However, so let's talk about the RMRs and what just happened. Europe RMRA, no surprises. Something that I do note, Simple did not make it to the major, sadly. Falcons actually played absolutely terrible. They almost choked the game against Eclot, which, who's heard of Eclot? I mean, they did well in the major, but they did somewhat well in the RMRs, but no one's heard of them before they came to this tournament, right? They're like tier 2, tier 3. They played really close with FaZe, choked that game away, and then you just didn't see Falcons for the rest of the tournament. They played Saw, wasn't even close, and then Gamer Legion 2-1, absolute shocker, but it's all right. The 7th plate decider match was between Bet Boom and Gamer Legion. I watched this game, very close game. Bet Boom played incredibly well, so did Gamer Legion. By the way, wasn't supposed to make it, but they did. 4th straight major in a row. Congratulations to them. They played great, but, at the end of the day, Bet Boom just couldn't get it through. Nafany doesn't get his major, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. Sinners played really, really well, too. I'm surprised they didn't make it over Gamer Legion or Fnatic. I think they actually played Fnatic in their last game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, it was Gamer Legion, yeah. I think Sinner was the better team, and they just didn't make it. It's all right, but Vitality, Mouse, Navi, FaZe all made it through, like I said. C9, Fnatic, Gamer Legion. Nothing really surprising there. I would have liked to see Saw maybe place a little bit higher, but, not every team can make it, right? Also, something to note as well. Valve just announced, which I think was absolutely disgusting, halfway through the Europe RMRs B. I don't know if you guys know how it works, but if you made it 3-0, you would have made it to the next stage, the elimination stage right before the playoffs in the major, which, let me pull it up real quick. So this is the last stage, right before the playoffs. This is the opening stage. So you see, where are they? Big, yes. Here's the big story coming out of Europe RMRB, which I am pretty mad about. Normally, how they had it in Europe RMRB or Europe RMRA, because Europe RMRA was a week before Europe RMRB. Valve and Perfect World said, hey, if you place 3-0 and you also do the 4th place decider match, which they did not have for Europe RMRB, you get to go to the stage after the one that you qualify. You get to go to the elimination stage, not the opening stage. Well, guess what? 3D Max and Big, which no one thought would make it 3-0, made it 3-0. And when Big qualified, the next day, Valve came out and said, oh, actually, we're sorry, we made a mistake. So all the people that go to the elimination stage actually are based off your ARMA or your Valve regional ranking. That is complete BS. I feel really bad for the guys at Big. It must be really demoralizing. They finished 3-0. They made it. It doesn't matter. But, you have to, that's another 5 games that you have to play now. And you're now not even guaranteed to go to the next stage, which is terrible. And it is what it is. Now, I'll get away from that. I was a little upset about that, but it is all right. Europe RMRB was absolutely crazy. First of all, bottom half, TSM Aurora B8 Paravision. Yeah, not as surprising. However, Eternal Fire, they went out 3-1. They did not play well at all. Yeah, they won their first game against Aurora, but 3D Max did them in a triple overtime thriller. What a great game that was. Played Sashi, and this game was not close. Sashi played super well, and then Astralis beat them. Astralis was 0-2, and they fought back to 1-2, and then 2-2, and then lost their last game to Passion UA, who is the big story coming out of this. Passion UA has been at like one LAN event. They were like probably one of the worst teams in this group. They were not supposed to make it, and they did. And I mean, it is a big story coming out that this team, full of these players, made it. I mean, yeah, they're 28th in the world, but I mean, they were not that good. Yeah, they're 48th before before this tournament. Out of all these five, Jambo is probably their best player, I think, from what I've seen at least. And he's really put his name on the map. And I would not be surprised if after this major, they go far and someone picks up a couple of these players from the team. Do not be surprised if this team does well in the future. Now, Nip lost to Spirit in the 7th place decider match. Spirit didn't look that great playing. I mean, they had a tough match, kind of. They lost to Passion UA, who, by the way, I would also just like to add, had probably one of the toughest brackets in the entire tournament. Started off with the VP and Spirit, winning the two closest games they played. 2-0, then you play Big and Heroic, you lose 1-2, and then you play Straws and beat them 2-0. Like, that's crazy. No one's ever done that. I mean, sorry for the cough. But, I mean, yeah, they played great. Oh, yeah, something to note as well. Straws didn't make it. I don't really like Cadian that much. I think he's kind of, I'm a Liquid fan, as everyone knows. I think he kind of just did Liquid dirty, and that is I think the 4th major as well in a row that Straws hasn't made it. I think might be 2nd. I don't remember, but they haven't made it in a while. And then, I mean, no surprises here except 3D Max, Big going 3-0. I didn't have Big going through, but they did. Congrats to them. VP, G2, Heroic, all making it. Spirit making it, but not making it like they should. And again, they get to go to the elimination stage. They get to go past the opening stage, which they should be punished for finishing 3-2. Valve kind of messed this one up. Okay, on to the bracket now. I'm going to go pretty fast. It's pretty self-explanatory. Fury over GL, VP over MIBR, Team Liquid over Cloud9, Complexity over FlyQuest, Big over Passion, Fnatic over Wildcard, Mongols over Rare Atom, and then the Brazilian matchup, Pain over Imperial. All right, I want to talk about FlyQuest real quick. I think they're really bad. They're playing really good up till the RMRs, and then they just didn't play that well. Had a very close games against, honestly, teams they should have beaten pretty easily. I think they will lose to Complexity in the first round. And, all right, on the next round, round 2, Furia versus Passion. I have Furia, but I think Passion could also win. Again, it doesn't really change seeding that much, so it's not a big deal. Liquid over MIBR, easy. It's a domestic matchup. Liquid will win. Complexity over Pain could go either way, but again, I don't think it's going to change seeding that much. Furia will play whoever that is. And then Fnatic will play the Mongols. The Mongols will win. And then the 0-1 bracket, VP will beat Imperial. Unfortunately, I just don't think Imperial is that good. Big will beat Rare Atom. Again, Rare Atom, I mean, they're not the best. They're the only Chinese team, but they're just out of their bracket here. They're out of their level here. Wildcard upsetting Gamer Legion. I think Wildcard is a bit of a chippier team. You have Stan, who's been in the major, and then 4 players who have not. They got something to prove. And then Cloud9's going to be FlyQuest. Again, FlyQuest isn't that great, I don't think. People are overhyping him. All right. On to the next round. The next day, the second day. Team Liquid will be Mongols. Could go either way again. Furia will beat Complexity. Could go either way again. But I think our 3-0s will be Liquid and Furia. The 1-1s, Big will beat Fnatic. MIBR will be Wildcard, but I could see an upset Wildcard upsetting MIBR, excuse me. Same thing with Passion and VP. I think Passion could upset. But if they lose, they have honestly an easier bracket run to the qualification. So we'll see what ends up happening. I have Pain over Cloud9. I think Snow is going to have an amazing tournament. and this is going to be the game to prove himself and show to the world that he is this talent, this next Brazilian superstar. And then we have, unfortunately, the O2s. I think Gamer Legion is going to squeak it out over Imperial, and I think FlyQuest is going to lose to Rare Atom, which they shouldn't, but they are not good. I do not think they are that great. Unfortunately, they're the only Australian team. I just don't think they have what it takes. We'll see what ends up happening, though. They've all been, everyone on that team has been in the major. And they have a lot of experience in Dexter as the IGL, but we shall see. All right, day 3, round 4. The 2-1, Pain's going to beat MIBR. Complexity is going to be big. Again, Brazilian matchup. I think Snow's going to show everyone why he's so good. And we'll see what ends up happening, but I think he's just going to pop off this tournament, and he's going to look incredible. Complexity is going to be big. No surprises there. VP is going to lose to the Mongols. Again, no surprises there. Passion UA, upsetting Rare, or not upsetting, excuse me. They're going to beat Rare Atom. Fnatic is going to beat GL. Cloud9 is going to beat Wildcard. I don't see any upsets happening here, except the Pain one. Because, especially in the 1-2 bracket, these teams are up against the wall. I mean, Cloud9, Fnatic, Passion. I mean, they know their life's on the line. They got something to prove. And, they got to play lights out. And I don't think that Rare Atom, Gamer Legion, and Wildcard have what it takes. And then moving on to day 5, day 4, the last day. MIBR will squeak it out over Fnatic. A bit of an upset there, actually. The seeding doesn't say so, but it is. Passion UA is going to beat C9, and then Bagel beat VP. Again, another upset. So, the final results. Liquid 3-0, Complexity, Mongols, Pain 3-1, also Furia 3-0. MIBR, Passion, Big 3-2. VP, Cloud9, and Fnatic are going to stumble on the last hurdle. Get eliminated to 2-3. Don't make it to the next stage. Rare Atom, Gamer Legion, Wildcard 1-3. And then FlyQuest and Imperial Esports 0-3. Do not take this as Pick'em's advice. I wouldn't, but I'm going to make this my Pick'em's. If I get the Diamond Coin this year, there's a Lord up above because I do not know enough about this game. This is just my humble opinion. We'll see what ends up happening. But thank you for tuning in. I will be back, hopefully, for the next stage in the major. Games start in 3 days. I wish everyone everyone in America, happy Thanksgiving. I will see you all. Hopefully, I'm back home when I do record again, but we'll see. So, I will see you again. Maybe I'll be streaming soon again. Who knows? Again, kicking link in bio. But I will see you guys next video. Everyone have a great evening, night, wherever you're at. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.